Hi all, Planetside Agent here. Today I'm going to take a look at the Alocs Cook Kit, and also I'm going to talk about a couple of burner options you can use with it. So to get started with it, it's pretty nice. Comes with a stuff sack. Pull it out here. Okay, and just for starters, the whole kit with the stuff sack weighs 22.9 ounces or 649 grams. Okay, and it's made from hard anodized aluminum. I think the quality is fine, and then it comes all nice in the pot, the stands, the windshield, all nest together, which I like. It's compact. It's kind of similar version of the Trangia storm kit in that it has the little bottom base plate, which is used to hold the stove or the burner, and has a windscreen on it. Although this, just for comparison, the Trangia on weight-wise, now I weighed it to be comparable. This comes with one pot, so I just used one bowl. This kit comes with two bowls, so just with the one bowl to make it, apples and apples, it's 23 ounces, and which is 652 grams. So it's just a shade heavier than this one. But probably one of the advantages that this has over the Trangia is it's a lot cheaper. Shoot, what I do with my little... These things go for, I've seen them around 27 bucks, where this thing $80, $90 depending on which kit you get. So this one's quite a bit cheaper. Although this one, I think is going to work better in the wind than this one will. So, but this isn't a Trangia review, so I'll leave it at that. So anyway, let's go finish taking a look at this real quick before I discuss some of the other stove options, burner options. This is the base to hold your burner, your alcohol burner. Here's the make sure I'm staying in frame. Here's the pot stand. Here's the lid to the pot, and the handle folds back over, compactness, and you can open it up, and it snaps into place, which is nice. And the cup, you could use it just to boil water in the cup. It holds 12 ounces or 355 milliliters. So you could use that separately or use it as the lid. Although this doesn't have the rubberized handle on it. Okay, on the inside here is your pot. And it has fold out hand grips, and they are rubberized or siliconized, whatever it is. The pot has graduations on the inside. There we go. Ounces on one side up to 24 here, and then the high line here is 800 milliliters, which is about 27 ounces, fluid ounces. It's a good sized pot, and like I say, it's real sturdy. There's well made. Okay, along with the kit, you get this nice rag, synthetic rag, and you get one of Alocs style burners with which I like on these Chinese ones is they have this nice handle. But so you get a Trangia style burner with it. Yeah, I see that. Just a lot of people use these Chinese style, even Esbit. So anyway, and the way that works is I'll go ahead and take it off. Put your burner in, and then the base has these little nibs there that slide in and slot over, these slots, and slide over for security. So you just put those in, and You have to put this in last. I'm sorry. Before you put it in there, it's not gonna seat. So anyway, there you go. So you attach the windscreen to the base plate, and then you can drop your alcohol burner in there. Okay, then you got looks like a stainless steel pot stand, and that nifts in here on some little indents, nests in there. And then you have your lid, and I got all this in frame. So there you go. So there's your setup. It's really nice. Just a note, this is going to be part 1 of the video, which I'm just going to discuss this. Part 2, I'm actually going to do some burn tests with boiling 16 ounces of water using the alcohol plus the other 2 burner options I'm going to show you here in a sec. So anyway, like I said, it's a good sized pot, bigger than a lot of them, so you could do a fair amount of cooking. But so I think you might look for it. I'm going to do another video where I'm going to kind of compare this and the Trangia. I'm going to do a couple of burn tests and just discuss the 2 different kits. So stay tuned. Or if you're interested, go try to track it down. Once I do make that video, I'll put a link to it in this video in the description box so you can find it easily. Also, I'll put a link to the burn tests also in this one, and vice versa. So I'll try to backlink them all so you don't have to go hunting around for them. But anyway, here's the other stove options. I thought with this would be, when I was looking at the burner holder, I noticed it had this little cutout, which is similar to the cutout that you find on the Trangia, and that's for you to feed a remote feed propane or isopropyl burner, the feed to, or the valve through here that you can feed it from the outside. And it also has little holes off to the side, which I'm not sure, what is it, is it the Optimus Nova? I know that's what this little hole's for. The the fuel line comes out here, and then the actual control for the stove comes out this little hole. Now I don't know if this one will work or that burner will work on it. I don't have one. I'm not going to buy one. You might find somewhere online somebody tried it, but I did think that the remote burner that I've actually bought for the Trangia might work, and sure enough it does. This happens to be the Bulin remote burner, and what you have to do on this is, first you need to feed it. Everything has to sit inside of this one so that these 2 will nest or attach. Anyway, you'll feed the your feed line, and it sits in here through the upper part first, and then you can feed the I don't know if you can see that the valve and the line through the bottom, and then you can actually sit down here and attach the windscreen to the base. Okay, and then fits in there very nicely. Then of course you attach your isobutane cartridge, and like I said, I am going to do a second video where I'm going to do a burn test with this remote burner. So there you go. So now you can use isopropyl with it. Okay, and while I was thinking about it, let me take this apart real quick. I got to thinking, I wonder if you could use a one of these small BSR pocket rocket style, these mini isopropyl burners. I wonder if that would work with it, with the smaller cartridge. And as you can see, it's not real high. So I dug one of mine out and took a look at it. Got to flip the pot holders down so you can get it through the hole. And you come in from the bottom, and yes, indeed, it will fit underneath there. The only you just have to keep the pot stands down, the ones that come with the stove, because you're going to be using obviously this pot stand for it. Problem is one of the problems with using this is that the valve for this particular one is inside, and when it heats up, you're going to have to be careful when you're turning it on off that you don't touch the sides and burn yourself. You might have to take your Leatherman tool or something, some other thing, maybe make a stick adapter, like take a dowel pin and cut it off so you can slip it in here and actually turn it outside. If you're going to use this on a regular basis, you might make some kind of an adaptation. Or you can use a little piece of plastic pipe or something, anything that you could use to turn the valve. Okay, the other concern with this was whenever I use these, oops, get this back down so I can pull it off here. Whenever I use these, oh, let me jump back. It'll only work with the smallest container, obviously, because it just barely fits. It just rests right on the top of the canister. This style here that I also have, no way. I mean, you could put it on there, but then it's going to be unstable. You could probably use it, maybe brace something under there if you're desperate. There's nothing, you maybe stick some rocks or something so it's a steady platform. Not to say you can't do it, but it's just more stable without a lot of mussing around if you use a smaller canister, if you're going to go that route. Okay. Let's see, where was I? I lost. Oh, whenever I use these, I always put some kind of insulator on the ground because these work better if the cartridges are warmer. In cold weather, that's one of the problems with these is they're not going to pressurize as well. The advantage of this kind is this type burner in the winter. In the cold weather, you can always flip it upside down and get direct propane feed because it has the heat tube to heat the propane to gasify it, so it will burn. But anyway, that's a different topic. But anyway, I always have a pad under it to insulate it from the ground, so it doesn't, cool off the cartridge, especially if you're going to use it in the snow, which I have. But then what's going to happen is, since this is such a narrow tolerance, now you've got a little bit of gap, so you've got the stability issue. So you might have to come up with some other scheme to underneath this so it will be stable. So just something to think about if you're going to go with this option. So let's see. Did I forget anything? I hope not. So anyway, it's like I say, it's inexpensive. You're going to get some good wind protection. If you point this into the wind, it's solid. It's not particularly, it's not lightweight by any means. It's probably comparable to Trangia or anything else, but with the built-in windscreen and all, and I think being able to use different fuel sources makes it a little more flexible too. So anyway, go ahead if you're interested in the burn tests. I'm going to do water 16 ounce with the alcohol, the isopropane, and this isopropane remote burner in the next video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.